And so you would get challenged. The thing you go run smooth. Right? So I just kept, I had that good feeling and I just kept trusting and, moving on.
And praying, don't forget.
Yes, but I'm
Praying plenty too. God, please don't let me lose my money. Please, I'm telling people about this business. Don't let them come and call me scam money. Please, God. There you go. So, right. So this is what it costs, right? I'm rubbing off this one now. So this is the figure we're looking at right now. This now is going to give you 1,000 tokens. This one now gives you 60,000 tokens. This one comes with 1 split. This one comes with 2 splits. So in all, what you're going to have is that when you buy your package, immediately, when you get your code, you're going to see you have 61,000 tokens. Right? That's what you're going to see in your package. But you're going to be entitled to 3 splits. Splits here, right? This is how it runs in. No.
Because of the combination now, you're getting 3 splits now.
Right. You got 3 splits in one.
Right.
So, normally you're going to have to wait for 6 to 8 weeks for your first split. However, you guys are very fortunate in coming in when we have a split that may come upon us within a week. I say within a week. I hardly believe it is going to go beyond the week.
When you say within a week, it's a super split.
Right. Well, that's what I'm going to say too. This is not just an ordinary split. Because they are having an anniversary last year, was the same thing they did for us. Because they're having an anniversary, they gave us an option to have a super split to participate in it. Here what happens with a super split. Normally for your first split, this would double. 61 by 2 is equal to 122,000.
Yeah.
Alright? But because it is a super split, what they're going to do is double this one time. So it really becomes 244,000 tokens. You understand? That is first split. This is only number 1 calling so far. They still have 2 more splits.
Yeah.
So the second,
gives you that.
the super split gives you that. Oh, normally you're gonna stop right here.
You really understand it? Yeah. Doubling twice.
The super split, that's what it did for us last year. We didn't understand it. When we saw it, we was like, what? But look how much tokens I get on it. But remember, it was new to a lot of us. The second split, which is where you're going to probably have to wait the 6 weeks after, another 6 weeks, means you're going to have then you're going to go to 488,000. Right? The third split, which is another 6 weeks, going to make it about 976,000. Good. 976,000 tokens is what you're going to end up with. That is not coins. Up to now, you don't have coins. All you have is tokens. Right now, the value of the coin is 15.95. 15.95 euros. You know what? Let me use this. 15.95 euros. When I got involved last year, it was 6.25. When the company first launched it, January 2015, it was 50 cents. The challenge with this though is every time the value of the coin goes up, is the more tokens you need to get your coins. So it means you're going to be getting less and less coins as the value goes up. Let me explain again to you. Right now, because it's 15.95, you need 160 coins, 160 tokens to get one of the coins. Because you multiply it by 10. When the company first introduced it at 50 cents, all you needed back then was 5 tokens. You understand the big difference? You only needed 5 tokens. Right.
You understand when they bought out the Rolex for the 7 hour. Rolex was sold out in 1 hour clip. Those people have paid 50 cents.
No.
So they can say, no, but you're getting Rolex shop shop.
Now, here what's happening. Again, because of 976,000 tokens, remember that is not coins, that is tokens. At that point, you're going to put your tokens into mining. For the coins, you're going to get the coins. That is a simple process of pressing on your phone and say you submit the tokens.
Nobody used to do that, eh?
Yeah. Donna will tell you all. Don't touch it, don't touch it.
When you get all the splits, when you get all the splits.
That's only you have to get all the splits.
Gentleman did it, and he lost all his splits. He was playing
Right.
around with it and
must go
pressed it
for
to
Right.
the
But here what's going to happen, and this is where you as the individual have to make the decision.
Yeah.
We would advise you to wait on all your splits.
Yeah.
Now what could happen is that during this time, it means you're going to have 6 weeks, and 6 weeks is 12 weeks, plus you're going to have, let's say, a week again. So that means in 13 weeks time, between 13 to 16 weeks time, which 16 weeks is about what, 4 months time? At 4 months time is when you're going to be putting your 976,000 tokens into mining. You understand? But by then, the value of the coin could have gone up to, for argument's sake, just for argument's sake, could have gone up to 20 euros by then. So it means at 20 euros, when you multiply by 10, what you would now require is 200 tokens
For one coin.
for one of the coins.
Right?
You understand what I'm saying?
So then
So,
4,000.
right, so 976,000 divided by 200.
It's 4,880
Alright, 4,880 coins.
Right?
This is what you're going to end up with if the value, notice I say if the value is at 20 euros at that time. I believe that is the figure it will be at, that's why I'm using that. If it's off, it ain't going to be off by much. Right? What does this mean for you? It means that the company says they're going public sometime next year. I believe the company says that it's going to be between 25 to 50 euros just before they go public. I believe it's going to be closer to 50 euros. You all heard me say that last time. This is my opinion, not the company. The company says it's going to be between 25 to 50. Right. And I said why. So let's say for argument's sake, it falls at 40 euros.
Okay.
Yeah. How much does that mean your coins would now value? 4,880 multiplied by 40.
39,040.
39,040 euros next year. If you decide you wanted to convert it at Trinidad and Tobago dollars, since they have not devalued as yet, because by that time I believe Trinidad and Tobago dollar would be devalued, so it will be much more than this. But let me leave that 8. 39,040 by 8 is how much?
312,000.
Alright, so your 62,040 has a possible value of 312,000 once the value of the coin is 40 euros. You all understand how we get at it? Now that is what you call calculated risk or calculated speculation. That is what economists like to refer to it as. Now I want to show you what really is calculated risk. Bitcoin, last year when we got involved in this business, the value of Bitcoin at that time was 700 euros. A year later, Bitcoin is 4,000 euros.
4,000 euros or US?
4,000 US, sorry.
Oh,
4,000 US.
Okay. Sorry.
Last year was 700 US when I got involved in it. Bitcoin. Do you see now why I believe that 40 euros is a gross misrepresentation as to where we could be, especially where we say we're doing things in a bigger, broader, and more accurate scale than Bitcoin? Let's assume this is not 40 euros. Let's suppose when they go public that it goes more like 240 euros, which still is, let's say it is 240 euros, not 40 euros now. That means it is now 6 times this figure. 312?
1.1 million.
No, that would be 1.8.
Which one you multiply? Not the 48.
312.
312 by 6.
Oh, sorry.
Or if you want to multiply the whole long figure, it will be 4,880
That's what I did.
by 240.
That's what I did.
How much?
I done it just now.
4,880 coins.
That's 4 million.
If the value is 240.
If it is 240, right, 1.1 million, 1.2 million.
1.2 million what?
But this is what we're going for coins, it's not
4,880 coins multiplied by 240.
Right, so that's not euros over there.
Yeah.
Right, 1.171. That's 1.1 million.
1.1 million euros?
Yeah.
Okay. So multiply that by in Trinidad and Tobago dollars.
By
Wow.
8.
By 8.8 TT dollars?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, geez, on the edges.
Yeah, then I'll borrow my calculator.
Alright.
I'll make sure I do it right.
You understand?
8.8 million?
8.8 million if the value of the coin goes to 240, if there's the package you take out. this is what I believe is what your figure going to be, because this is the number of coins you're going to end up around once it is at 20 euros.
400.
Definitely this is the number of coins. What I would stand to be corrected on is if it is whatever the value is at 240. If all you find is plenty, last meeting we had with the same people who came down here, they brought down a guy who is a big, was Bart Smith's portfolio.
He was the CEO of Coke.
No, CIO.
CIO of Coke.
He is the CIO of Coca-Cola franchise.
And he's a cryptocurrency.
He's a
specialist as well.
cryptocurrency specialist owning about 14 different cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
He was showing us right there night, we had a special meeting the next day, where in a matter of hours, he bought some cryptocurrency.
That man talked until
Yeah.
12 hours.
Yeah. All he was using is water to drink. Did you see that man with
I'm
energy?
serious.
Right? A fella from Belgium, and you wouldn't believe English is his second language. And that man was showing us where he bought some cryptocurrencies right there, and a matter of hours he sold it over, and he had made what? $90,000 or $100,000
Yeah,
profit
boom, boom, boom.
in a few hours time, right in cryptocurrency. You're saying your guy, and you're showing us while he was doing it, he had it on the board showing us how the exchange was, how they rewarded him and so on, and how he was able to get his profit right in. But you have to know what you're doing. And that is, so when we ask him, so how come you leave Coca-Cola to do this business? Because to me, you're a CIO, you Coca-Cola, that big set of money you get in. He said, you all understand where this thing going? I said, well, we talk about figures, so when we told him like the 240 euros, the man go, ha ha ha! I didn't want to tell all the figure, he expects this to go eventually. Only go say it, man, so let me don't worry with that.
Just tell yourself.
All you want to hear how the figure he came up with?
Just tell yourself that if this even goes to 100 euros, to 50 euros, it's still.
Alright, here's saying,
I'm telling you, it's still going to
watch me.
happen.
When he came here last time, the value of Bitcoin at that time was $2,400 when he came here. That was about 3 months ago. In March. No, March. It was March he came. 2,400 US. And we were telling him, well, look at where Bitcoin is, 2,400. He said Bitcoin is going to be rising. And he told us he's going to reach $5,000 by the end of this month. Right now Bitcoin is 4,500. Them fellas know that because it was he and a whole group of them for cryptocurrency. That's all he's been doing now. Cryptocurrency. Onecoin is a different beast, and he was showing you that. No, I'm going to tell all of this figure because he tell me show you.
Yes,
This is his opinion, and this is not my opinion.
okay.
He went there. It's not the company's opinion. In fact, right now they started warning him, stop saying that. Because this is his opinion based on his cryptocurrency calculations.
Yeah.
He explained to me, he and I had a one-on-one, because Donna was there, and Donna, like, when we get into finance, Donna into it, that. The man wife came along, so Donna and the wife was talking. This is what he believes is going to be the value eventually, not next year or the year after. He eventually believes this is what one coin is going to value.
This year.
Not this year.
Okay.
If sometime in the future. And you were showing me why he broke down figures. We went into how much currency it have available in the world, and he broke it down into figures.
Remember when it go public is a whole different.
Right?
Yeah.
So you surely want to see this figure?
Go ahead now.
Alright.
Okay.
Remember this package carrying this number of coins. He's expecting within 5 years time that one coin could equal
€150,000.
people start to get headache instantly. I'm telling you. Yeah. He's then started to break down the figures to them. Right? I said, God, you could go and talk that on a platform. He said, this is my belief. And I show when he broke it down for me, I mean, we had right over the table, we were having lunch, he and I. Then he came to the meeting. And when he shared it, he broke it down. People get about to see they run outside, all kind of thing.
So that's it.
Yeah. I don't share his optimism in that. I'll be honest with you. I understand why he would say that. I believe personally eventually it may settle like around 2,000, about 2,500 euros. This is my view, right? He's the cryptocurrency expert, not me. He says he feels going to be here eventually.
Yeah.
I'm taking up this because I don't want to let us say that Cliff Samlal Singh said the company say that. We play with what the company say. No, that the difference between this package and the one that is 84,500, same 3 splits, it gives you more tokens. The difference, however, is that it puts it into what you call automatic mining. So you don't have to put it into mining. Immediately as you buy this package, the mining starts for you on your behalf. And it
So
goes,
you get one time,
right.
2,000 coins one time. Then
Yeah.
I take it home another time.
And it go, you're right, and it goes in at a slightly cheaper rate than what this goes in at. So that is the difference. So when I got involved, when I first started, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks a lot. When I first got involved in the business, I did not understand the business July last year. I saw the figures, so I bought one package for my wife for this, one package for me for this. So we bought 2 of these packages. Whilst I was at the hospital side of Rocky, we also bought another package like this for him. So it was 3 packages like that. Then I started reading up whilst Donna did praying. I was prayed out, I'm being honest with you. I was prayed out. And I started reading up on the company and going online and seeing everything. And I realized that this thing had to be different for us. This opportunity is not going to pass me by. So I went and I got one package like this in my name and one package like this in the wife's name. But I lost money doing that. Why I lost money? The time I did this and this, splits had already gone on this. So it was splits that was minus from here. You know, when I got this, don't feel I had this money, I had to go and take loans. But if I could have found the loan at the time to get this later on, I could have found it at this time too, but I didn't have the confidence. So I tell people, if you know you're getting involved and you feel you can get the money then, don't wait until late. Let me tell you now, the company give you an added reason why not to wait. Because come October the 15th, October the 15th of that is next month, October, you see this package, this package, this package, and this package comes with 20% less tokens.
Okay.
Also, they drop in the number of splits that you're getting. Why? Because we're getting closer.
Let's take it up. You take it up.
We're getting closer to what we call an IPO, which is the going public. And the company had sold too many tokens. They have sold too many tokens. They didn't expect that because of the same power pack.
Thank you, baby.
The power pack also is going to be dropped. It is going to be sold, but on a special condition. You have until October the 15th to take up these accounts if anybody's interested. Otherwise, they're going to be changed. They're going to be less value when I get fed. But to get
Less
these,
tokens.
yeah, less tokens, less splits, less coins you're going to have.
On the October the 15th, this is the
Octo-
contract
af-
is finished.
After the October the 15th, no.
So,
No, you all want to hear what the power pack does for you? You all saw it last time. You all saw it last time, so I don't go through that. You all don't understand it?
Right?
Go ahead.
You're saying over time it will go from $16 to $20.
At the rate that we have been increasing, yes, we'll go there and blow past that quickly.
What is caused that? The increase in the in that.
This is us right now, 3.2 million persons as at today's date. If you go in your back office, those of us who are involved in the business of our back office, it shows you what is the membership right now. 3.2 million persons. As fast as people join the business, joining this business by buying packages, the membership rate goes up. Also, so as 250 million US dollar, about 250 million euros pumped in around the world, it gets us close to a split. So if, like in the situation last year, when the anniversary was about to hit us last year, the company did one The company did close to $1 billion on the last day, on that very day. No other company has done that outside of one of the petroleum companies. Facebook, Amazon, nobody did $1 billion in one day. In fact, when we went up, it shut down the company because the company didn't expect that kind of volume. You understand? So we were panicking because remember we in Trinidad, we didn't know what was going on. We just see when we going up online, the system just, so we thought that they take the money and they go on. So that gets you closer to the split. It also helps to bring to add to the value of your coin. Also, what adds to your value of your coin is that as more merchants come on board, that is why you see we work right now, we have about 45,000 merchants. What happens? Merchants give usability to a coin. It means it gives more confidence, more credibility. So as more merchants come on board, it adds to the value of the coin, the intrinsic value of the coin. The money is the, try to understand what I'm saying? The money suggests the tangible part of it. The merchants coming on is the intangible, or the what is called the intrinsic part. Means that that's the part that you can't measure by money. Is like the value of a share. When you buy shares on the stock exchange, is what people's perception is what is give the value to that share. Always is what how confident it is. So what bank your daughter working in? RCB. Alright. I'm sorry for her, you know. Because boy, I see the laying off people in RCB, boy. I just feel sorry when I go in RCB. I ever come to RCB. Right? And RCB shares goes up in value not because of the profit margin they make, but because of how people feel. What people feel that, okay, is it a share that you want to have that is going to grow in confidence? So more people run after it because of the perception. That's what all shares are about. How people's perception is towards it. Just like this commodity. So as more merchants come on board, it shows more confidence level in it. You understand? Yeah. That answer your question? Sort of? Yeah. You won't give you an X factor?
No, well,
I can give an X factor to you.
alright.
Alright. When Donald Trump won elections that night, my wife and I was looking at BBC News. We looked at Fox News also, but Fox very biased. But there's that pro-Trump.
Yeah.
Right? So I was watching Fox News. Then we looked at BBC. And what we saw one time as they announced Trump as the winner is all foreign currencies started to drop in value. All of them. I was showing none of that. You know what was happening? They were showing Bitcoin and a number of the other cryptocurrencies was rising. So it seems as though when public confidence in money starts, paper money starts to drop, cryptocurrency starts to rise. So it seems as though it have a correlation. You understand? So if inflation is going to take its toll on paper money, what do you think would happen to cryptocurrency? The value rises too, because the paper money, as the value falling in that, the cryptocurrency is rising. We are cryptocurrency. So that also is another factor that adds to it. You want the next factor still?
I understand that part, but then instead, as the value increase, the amount of cryptocurrency increase also. What was it that? Why the amount of...
As the value increases...
$20, they say they're saying a figure around 20.
Right, why is it more?
Up to 200 tokens that they say that's why.
Why the tokens increase? The difficulty rate is looking.
What happened is that...
Why the difficulty rate increases?
No, the difficulty didn't increase. The difficulty is steady. The difficulty is 10. The user index of 10. Alright?
Okay.
Something I said with
right.
200 just only 200 what you're talking about.
Right.
Why that went up from 160 I think?
Right. The difficulty of 10, that is fixed. The difficulty to acquire the coins is 10. But it is pegged to whatever the value of the coin is. So if the value of the coin is €1, you multiply that by 10, that means you only need 10 tokens at a time. However, when the value of, let's say, the value in this instance is $15.95, you round it off to 16, right?
Alright.
And you multiply that by 10, because remember the difficulty is fixed. 16 by 10, it makes it 160. Okay. And I'm saying that if the value goes to €20, the fixed difficulty of 10 multiplied by 20 makes it 200. Alright? What makes Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies go up in value because, alright, you have what you call a blockchain. You all heard about the blockchain, right? Blockchain technology. The blockchain is what produces the coins in any cryptocurrency. The blockchain has to be programmed to produce a finite or specific number of coins. You can't halfway through the process realize you want more coins and say I'm going to change it. It don't work so. So the problem with Bitcoin right now, when Bitcoin came out in 2009, they came out with a blockchain to produce 21 million coins. Right now, Bitcoin have released about 16 to 17 million coins. So they could only produce an next 4 million. But to get that so it took Bitcoin 8 years to produce 16 million coins from this point to this point, 8 years. To get the next 4 to 5 million, this area here, because of the difficulty to get Bitcoin, they expect them to be able to mine the last coin by the year 2040. How much that is? The next 20 years. As you produce more coins, the difficulty becomes more. That's how it is with cryptocurrency. In the beginning, it's easy. That's why the value of the coin cheap in the beginning. With ours, however, we have taken away that factor and we say, you know what? They work out a broad difficulty of 10. But that difficulty is only for before they go public. Because right now, the coins are easier to get because our blockchain is 120 billion. You see the difference, 120 billion.
Yeah, Bitcoin is 21 million.
Difference between 21 million to 120 billion. We know it is easy at this point to produce it, the difficulty. However, we going all the way until we go public next year. I don't know when next year, right? Next year. We don't know what the difficulty is between, let me say this is us now, to when we go public next year. But what the company did to simplify things is they work out one fixed difficulty to pick up all, so that you don't have to increase the difficulty ratio as Bitcoin has done along the way. You understand that? You look like you like figures, why?
Yeah. Trying to it, right there.
And it also keeps your coin stable more and it doesn't
Yeah.
become volatile and up and down. Up and down.
Huh? No, what man, don't worry. I go to this one.
I just want to show them an account, if they don't mind.
Where?
But just sit by you 2 a minute, and then James and